Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
Howdy doody. Hi.
Different angle. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. We're here to talk about the new album from the band Testament entitled Brotherhood of the Snake. I haven't even unwrapped my physical copy yet, but here you go.
That's all nice and shiny.
Yeah. This is their 11th album. First one in about 4 years. Follow up to Dark Roots of the Earth. I jammed that shit today. That is such a good song. It's a great album too. But yeah, we reviewed the title track when they released it a little while ago, and you know that's a monster of a song. Very much looking forward to this album, and yeah, what do you think?
First thing that hit me when I was listening to this album was even though I knew this was going to be a good album, I knew it. I'm not 100% sure if Testament's put out a bad album.
They haven't.
So so I just knew that this is going to be, this is going to be good. But I did not expect it to be this good. Like, Testament's good and great thrash metal, but this is just a great metal album, I feel. It has, I think, probably one of the best mixes I've heard on an album, especially definitely this year, but in like a while. Like, everything sounds so beefy, which is nice, but it's not like loud necessarily, like overly loud. Like sometimes albums get like overly like they kind of push up the loudness because they think that just makes it sound heavier, but that just makes it loud, whereas this just has a lot of beef to it. Alright, so like some of an example of this is like the end of the Number Game, that little like very trotty like ending. It's like oh god, that's very beefy sounding, but like this album has like some of the coolest riffs that I think Testament's written in a long time. Like Neptune's Spear is a good example of that. The Pale King, the intro riff to that, I really like that riff. But probably my favorite song from this album is Seven Seals. When I say that this is a great metal album, not just a great thrash metal album, that's the song that comes to mind. Like, that's probably, maybe besides Neptune's Spear, that's like my favorite song from this whole album. It's just so cool. The chorus is like stuck in my head all the time, and like just the riffage is awesome, and it's not like thrash. It's not terribly thrashy in the beginning, but then it kind of like picks it up, and the riffs are cool. Same kind of thing. The verse riff of Neptune's Spear is like your typical thrash riff, but it's got so much beef behind it that it's cool, and the chorus is so simple yet it's fucking catchy. Like, again, everything just mixes so well with this album. Like, and I remember I didn't say this when we did the album review, but it's like it's kind of like sensory overload when the drums kick into Brotherhood of the Snake. Like, it's just because there's the blast beat, and there's, Chuck Billy, like, screaming, and there's the riff, and it's just like, what? And all of this is all happening at the same time. There's a lot of that here. Like, this is just very well put together. The riffs, like, not that Dark Roots of the Earth doesn't have riffs. The album has riffs like crazy. I just feel like the riffs on this album are better. I like this album more than Dark Roots of the Earth. Like, Dark Roots of the Earth is a great Testament album, a great thrash metal album. This is just a great album. I feel like if you really like metal, you can just you should listen to this album because it's really cool. Just so many different facets of it, and it's not one dimensional. It's got those weird like Testament thrash riffs, because they every band has like their own kind of riffs they write, Canna-Business has one of those in there. It's just really fucking fun. The solos by Alex Skolnick are good on this album. He's doing what he does best. I think Chuck Billy sounds better than he ever has at any point. It seems like, again, coming back to the chorus of Seven Seals is like where that sticks out in my mind of just this like, it's like, you know, again, I've always thought he's had the perfect mix of like having like a gruff voice, but still being very melodic at the same time. This is just a very well put together album. I like it a lot.
I agree, man. The thing I noticed about this album is just how fucking hard it hits. Like, this is one of the most ferocious Testament albums they put out in a long time, I feel. Just in terms of just raw heaviness. I mean, when it comes to just thrash metal, there is no one heavier than Testament. Like, their sound just completely rips your balls off. It's just fantastic. One of my favorite things about this album is Chuck Billy. I swear, the older this guy gets, the better he sounds. You know, he's like a fine wine. You know? A very angry fine wine. But, seriously, he sounds incredible in every single song. Not that he hasn't ever, you know, sounded bad in the past, but man, he just kills it on here. It's great to see... You know, as these guys get older, I mean, they've been around for a long, long time now, that they just get better and better and better, you know? When it comes to thrash metal, it's fucking really hard to top these guys at times. And it just brings me to the point of this little side from this album is that there's just been some awesome thrash this year, man.
It's been like one of the best years of
Megadeth,
thrash
Death Angel, Vector, Anthrax. I mean, dude, it's awesome. And then, you know, we got Metallica coming up soon. It's great. I would say my favorite track is the title track. I like just about every song on here, but man, I love the verse riff, and that's, you know, Gene Hogan is fantastic in this whole album, and he's just such a beastly drummer. You know, he's one of the best drummers in metal today. One of the best drummers probably to ever, you know, be in a metal band. That song just, he completely rips on that song. And then Alex Skolnick is one of the best guitar players in metal, and this is no different. That's the thing about this album. I love it. I love how hard it hits. I love how just fucking solid from start to finish it is. But it is a Testament album. To me, they didn't really move outside of what they are much. They don't really have to if they write stuff that's this good. But man, I mean, it's just a solid album. There's almost no other way to put it. There's incredible riffs by Alex in Eric Peterson. There's incredible solos that Alex Skolnick always does. I mean, the thing about his solos is that they're always memorable. You know, when you might not be able to recall whatever solo from whatever song by Testament, but when you are listening to a Testament album and you get to whatever song, you know exactly how it's going to go, and it's memorable. You know, he has such an incredible balance of shred and just, you know, more of a melodic solo type thing going on. It's awesome. Like, his style is incredible, and this is no different on this album. Another song that I just feel completely smacks you in the face is Stronghold. Stronghold, Seven Seals, Pale King. I feel this album starts off just extremely strong. Another thing I love that they do on here that Testament has always done is when they change speeds. It's like, here's this riff that's just, you know, it's a head-banging riff, you know, it's kind of slow, but then they're going to pick it up a little bit. It's like, yeah! I love when they do that. They do it a lot on here, and it's just, and then, you know, Gene's drumming just goes perfectly with it. You know, a lot of times, I feel like he's matching his footwork really well with, like, the palm mutes of the guitar. It's like, fuck! Just everything's so well thought out, and just, it's just incredible musicianship from start to finish on this album. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is one of the best albums of the year, by hands down. And I think otherwise. If you think otherwise, you're wrong. Just kidding.
Nah.
Think what you want. But still. I don't know. So, yeah. Testament. Brotherhood the Snake. What do you think of it?
Like it?
Give it.
I give it a 9 out of 10. Very solid album. Very solid album.
Yeah, that's what I would give it to. I've been listening to this and another album we're about to review all day. It's been a good day.
Has been a good day.
There's still a lot of stuff coming out this year, which is crazy. Pretty much up through mid-November. So stay tuned. Still a lot of cool album reviews to happen on here. And there's also other things that are going to be happening. Some changes. Some fun things. What are you doing, Keith?
I don't know. What am I doing?
I don't know. Alright. See you guys.